Okay, folks, this is why I do not keep rings on my jars. This right here is bad. This right here is good. Made the same exact day in the same exact batch. But you see inside there that there is mold and gross stuff in there. Okay? And this one looks very nice inside. No problems whatsoever. So I'll be eating these today. But I just wanted to show you these. I've been smelling something, and I think this might be what it is. Because look here, even the lid. See that lid move? It's not sealed. So, just wanted you guys to see this. This is why you should never, never, never leave a ring on your jars. So, it smells horrible. Oh my goodness, I have to go throw this away, but outside, but I just wanted you to see how disgusting it is inside. That right there will kill you. So just in case you guys could not see it, inside the house the lighting might have been bad. See how bad that looks? It's much easier for me to breathe out here. But see how the side of it, you can see that's mold. That's definitely a bacteria that you don't want. Well, I could keep this jar, and if I was really, really hard up for jars, I would keep this, but because I am not hard up for jars, I am going to toss this whole thing into the garbage because I do not want that in my stash of jars either. I don't think that glass holds any kind of spores or anything like that, but I'm not going to take the chance. I'm not going to take the chance of hurting somebody in my family, or somebody that I care about, or somebody that I love, that I may try to feed something out of that jar and it might be contaminated. So I just wanted to share that with you. So now I've opened this jar, and look how beautiful it is inside. Absolutely gorgeous beans. So I will be eating them. I'm going to make some Mexican food out of these. I'm going to get my little trusty blender thingy out and immersion blender, and I'm going to make these like refried beans, and then I'm going to fry them up real good and make a burrito probably. Okay, so if you've ever done meat before, you probably might get freaked out whenever you open the jar and you see that right there. This piece of meat right here is just fine. It is absolutely delicious. So I don't even worry about that. I just put it in my stuff. I'm going to drain this off, and the dog gets all the drippings for her food. That helps her to eat maybe a less expensive dog food. It makes her want to eat her food. So that's one way of helping yourself get through hard times. Okay, so I'm going to show you, I just got done blending this down and mushing this down, and I'm going to show you one of the simplest meals that I make for myself. And yes, I'm going to use that piece that was like discolored. Oh, I have more juice in there. Doggone it. I didn't want any juice to go in there. But anyways, I'm going to stick that deer meat in there. And this is what's left over too. See those drippings down there? That's coagulated. That is good, good, good stuff. And the dog will love it. So I'll put some water in there and clean that real good and put it into her bowl too. But I'm just going to mix up this meat into this beans. And then I'm going to put some seasoning in it too. So I'll bring you back because it's hard to do that with holding the camera. So you're probably wondering how this is going to turn into something different. Well, when I was in Kentucky, Teresa and I went to the Amish store, Pleasant Valley Bulk Foods, and we got some things, and this is one of the seasonings, and I've been dying to try this, and I keep forgetting to try it. So today I'm going to try this. I'm going to put probably about a heaping teaspoon into that and stir it in real good and make something good. There you go. I'm just going to stir it in. All right, so that's all mixed in. I'm going to warm this up real quick, and then I'm going to show you what I'm going to do with it next. Okay, so y'all know I have to have a high protein diet. I splurge on some other things to go with it, but this is how I do this. I turn it like this, I fold both sides in, roll it in, and I'll show you what it looks like whenever I'm done. Okay, now that I got that done, I want to show you. I pat it down just a little bit to make sure that it stays good and firm. And then, yeah, I deep fry it. So let me show you what it turns out to be. Okay, so I had to tuck it in a little bit. I noticed that it was pulled out there, and you do that by pulling the sides in more and tuck it better. So then, as soon as my oil gets hot, I'm going to stick this in there, and I'm going to put this side down first because it will help it to form and stay closed. So before I put this away, look how much is left. Ton of food. So I will put this in the refrigerator, and I will be able to eat several meals from this. And it's only 2 jars of food. Now you want this grease really hot whenever you put it in there. And you pretty much fry it on both sides. That's what they do in the restaurants, and you pay like $10 for or more for this little piece of food. And by the way, it doesn't take long for it to brown. All I did was turn around and reach for the fork, and there you have it. It's already brown. And then I'll be pulling it out. So this meal will almost be complete. I'm going to put some sour cream on here. Now, if I had some avocado, I would put avocado on there too, but I'm out. I left my avocado over at Walt's, so that's what I'm talking about. And you can see it's already browning on the underside, so I'll be taking this out. Now, you may think I'm crazy, but I like to take off any of the grease that I can. So I squished the heck out of mine before I give it over to eating it. And that's the grease I get out. Not very much. When you sear something that fast, it usually doesn't give too much grease. It's really not too bad greasy. A little bit of sour cream, and she's done. I'm ready to eat. Now, that took me all less than 5 minutes to make. Well, so while I'm trying to eat better, this ain't the best, but it is a little bit better. I could have eaten a burrito without frying it, but I like it that way. And now, the cost of this, I believe, if I really sat down and factored in what the meat costs and all that kind of stuff and everything, and canning and everything, I truly believe that it would be probably around $1.50 to make this. Although, if I didn't factor in the trip and all that kind of stuff, I think it would be probably around 75 cents, 60 to 75 cents to make this meal. You can't beat that. And it only took 5 minutes. So it is when you're talking about fast food, you can make fast food at home. Just have your stuff prepared. So, and I'm going to start making some, putting together some things for an advanced meal that I can put together and just throw it all together at one time and have it ready for the camper for when we're going on camping trips and stuff like that. And this may just be one of the things that I put in there. We'll see. I forgot to tell you guys how it tastes. I just tasted it. Delicious. I love making my own food up. It's wonderful to go out to eat. But when you're on a fixed income and you don't have a lot to spend, there's a lot of ways you can make some delicious stuff. So, if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you're not a subscriber, please subscribe. And I'll catch you next time here on Living Miracle Homestead. Bye now.